welcome to Bitches of Horror, episode 37.
And this week we have an anthology special where we're going to talk about some good anthology films.
Yeah, lots of short films packed into 3 movies.
Yes, so we're going to start with ABC's of Superheroes, which we had a chance to see.
Yeah.
Which is a special kind of anthology, I would say.
Yeah, it's not what you would expect.
No, it's not your typical, like, ABC's of...
Death or VHS or... It's like an anthology of superheroes.
Yeah, but also in a very trashy way.
Yeah.
It's a very B-movie...
lots of
B-movie
weird effects.
Anthology. Not for everyone. I must start out with. It is a very special movie.
Yeah.
But it's very different.
Yeah, it's directed by Jens Hauer. Sorry, my German isn't the best. And Oliver Tietgen. Sorry, but yeah. That was my best pronunciation.
Yeah. And it's a German film.
Yeah.
But it's in English, most of it. There's some German scenes, but it's basically in English.
Made last year, 2015.
Yes, and produced by Renee Wisse.
Yes.
This is I think that the one thing that really that surprised me was that the costumes in this are really well made.
Yeah.
Considering this is not like a really high budget film, the costumes are fantastic.
Yeah, maybe like the money went to the costumes and stuff.
Yeah, because that was absolutely great. I love the costumes. Like the time they must have put, or it felt like they put time into like all the costumes and stuff because they were really great.
Yeah, and it was they were very creative with coming up for the costumes, the ideas, and each character who wore them. Very creative, I think, and also, yeah, some segments were pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some segments were less funny.
This is a very politically incorrect film, so if you're sensitive to that sort of thing, then you should stay away. Yeah. Some of it's pretty funny. I mean, there's like I really enjoyed Menstru Girl.
Yeah, that awesome name.
Yeah, I loved that one. That was great. And I like how they kind of had like after each, or not each one, but some of the short films after them, they had like to be continued, sort of like like a comic, because it's about a girl reading a comic. ABC's of Superheroes.
Yeah, that's how everything is tied together.
And then it's like A, and some of them have like
it's like Creepshow.
B and C.
Where they read the comic and
basically she's reading this in the car, and then. It's sort of like the whole to be continued thing, like from a comic book, because it's really cool. That I like that, and like how they sort of go into each other sometimes. Some of the films,
yeah. And I also like that Bai Ling is in one of the short films.
The what?
Bai Ling.
Oh yeah. I was surprised to see her. I was like, what? What's she doing there? Yeah, I did like the intertwining, and there's a lot of boobs in this movie.
Oh yeah, lots of boobs.
If you want to see fake boobs, small boobs, big boobs, natural boobs.
Every kind of boob.
Every kind of boobs. Man boobs. This is the place to see them. It's a film of boobs.
ABC's of boobs.
Yeah, basically. A lot of boobs going on. I don't know. It was just like almost every short film had them.
Yeah. And like some short films only had them.
Yeah. And also this little girl reading this. What? Why is she reading this?
Maybe she loves boobs.
Well, everyone loves boobs. I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
No, but yeah, as with every anthology film, you will have some segments which are good. Some are
very bad. Some are very bad.
And some are like okay.
Yeah.
So I always find it difficult to grade films like these because you have to look at it as a whole, but they are separate short films, so it's quite difficult. But I still enjoyed most of them. Sometimes they were like really bad CGI, but maybe that was on purpose.
I think definitely it's on purpose because this film is a B movie and it's meant to be a B movie. It's not like, oh, whoops, it accidentally became a B movie. This was planned to be trashy.
Yeah, so if you go in with the right attitude, like this is a B movie, they will have some bad CGI and it'll feel like a B movie, then you will enjoy this, I think.
I have noticed recently, after watching loads of trashy films, I have a hard time with trashy films. Like, I get that you're doing it to be bad, but sometimes I just can't do it sometimes. And I felt that a lot of the short films in this sometimes were, like, too bad. It wasn't so bad it was funny, it was just bad. But there were a handful of them in this that I really enjoyed, that I thought were really funny. And on some were just like, what the fuck is going on? Exactly. So as Sarah said, I do also find it hard to grade this because while I really, really enjoyed some of them, I really, really hated some of them.
But what would you give it, considering?
I give it a 5 out of 10, mostly because I like the imagination of the film. Even though some of them were really bad, it takes a special kind of mind to come up with. A special kind of creativity to come up with this sort of thing, and I do like a lot of the ideas in this. So I do think it's worth a watch if you're into costumes, boobs, and trashy films. Definitely,
then you'll love this.
Check it out.
Yeah, I think I'll give this 6.5. You know, I love my halves.
The halves.
6.5. Yeah, out of 10. Yeah,
definitely check it out if you're into anthologies and short B movies.
And something different.
Yeah, definitely different.
Yeah.
Definitely. Menstrual Girl was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to Tales of Halloween.
Yes, this is also May 2015.
Yeah.
This has loads of directors in it.
How many? 9 or something?
It's only 9? Maybe.
Yeah.
Feels like more.
Yeah.
But Lucky McKee is one of them, who made May.
Darren Lynn Bousman, who made the second Saw film. And
also Adam Girash, who did Fertile Ground. There's loads of directors in this. That's just some of them. There's also some, like, people in the film. Joe Dante's in it.
And Adam Green.
Yeah. Then we have Lynn Shay and Pollyanna McIntosh. And
Adrian Barbeau. And wow, yeah.
He's
great
the
cast.
narrator, isn't he? He's the guy who speaks in between.
Who?
Adrian.
No, that's a actress from the 80s.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy who talks? I can't remember his name, but yeah, the narrator's really cool. I really love his voice. This is for me. This is like a really cozy anthology and something that I would love. I love watching every Halloween.
It's cozy atmosphere.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's not like full on horror, full on, nasty. It's just like really sitting by the fire.
I mean, even though there are nasty scenes, it somehow feels cozy.
Yeah.
It isn't like, that's so nasty, I'm gonna vomit or something. It's like, oh, that's nasty.
Yay! Let's watch it again.
Yeah. No, but I think like most of the segments were really, really well made, really good. The quality was very high.
Yeah. That's one thing. Like the camera work throughout this was really good.
Yeah.
The one thing that I do have to complain about is that I understand why, but I really want titles in between each segment because I cannot remember names. Like, okay, I was like, I like that one, but I have no idea which one it was.
Yeah, you got all the names like in the first movie, in the beginning, like for every movie, and then
you're not gonna sit there and like write them down.
I remember the first one because it was the first one.
Yeah,
so
I think that the first one kind of set the bar too high though because it was like one of the best ones. Sweet Tooth. Yeah, I really enjoy that one. I like that one a lot. It's a good one, especially like if you're from America and you have the Halloween tradition. Like it's a really good tale.
Yeah, and also they have a candy bar which is called the Carpenter Bar in that segment, and that's an homage to director John Carpenter.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of small Easter eggs in this film, which is really cool.
Lots of homages.
Yeah. But that's like one of the few things that I have to complain about because, you kind of want to know what you're watching and who directed it. Like, because going back, I still, like, even if I see the titles and who directed it, I'm not really sure which one it was in that sense. But great acting as well.
Yeah, and great gore in some places. Yeah. Really good and very creative, especially in Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in lots of other segments as well.
Yes. Yeah, I just find this is a really cozy one that you can watch every Halloween without a doubt. Like, I love it. I enjoy this more than I enjoy Trick or Treat. I'm not one of the Trick or Treat fans.
Oh, I love Trick or Treat.
But I haven't, to be fair, I haven't watched Trick or Treat since it came out.
Oh.
And I think I'll give it a rewatch to give it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. But yeah, Tales of Halloween I really enjoyed.
Yeah, me too.
And it's a great...
Really good.
It's like a storybook.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. It's ghosts.
Ghosts. No, but yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's like a storybook. I think that's why I make it so cozy, because, you know, between the segments they have the whole animation things, and you're like,
yeah,
oh,
the
yay!
animation was amazing.
Yeah. So I think that's why I made it, like, a little bit more cozy, because you're like, you're reading a book.
Yeah, I really love good animations between segments and in the beginning.
Great animations. Yeah, 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'll give this an 8 out of 10, definitely.
It's great.
Yeah.
I like it.
Me too.
Now going back in time, a few years, 30, 40 years?
1975.
40 years. Is it 40 years? That's a long time.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're born in 1975. But Trilogy of Terror, yeah.
The first one, yeah.
This is a movie I saw when I was a kid, and the Zuni doll, of course, really stuck with me. It's great. This is also a trilogy, I mean an anthology that's made by one or two people, like this one screenwriter and then the director.
It's made by
three
Dan
people.
Curtis.
Yeah, Dan Curtis, and then Richard Matheson
yeah.
and William F. Nolan wrote it. And it's Karen Black, she's the head actress, and she's like...
In all three of them.
And that's something I think is really different.
Yeah,
I don't think I've
really
seen
cool
that before.
Because it shows how versatile she can be.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like
yeah,
in Julie, she was she was so cool in Julie. The first segment, which is about her being a teacher, and this student kind of falls in love with her, or not falls in love, but he wants to see her naked.
Yeah, and he plans something maleficent.
Yes, but you know, she's got some things in her back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good in this. I really enjoyed her.
She's a really good actress.
Yeah. She can be really sexy at times. Like, she has that, old look, but it works for her.
No, but I think really creepy atmosphere in all three of them.
Yeah. The second one, the Millicent and Therese, was the one I least enjoyed out of the three. Yeah, but I think the premise is cool and the ending of it is really cool. But like watching it, I think that was her least, like, it wasn't believable.
Yeah, the first one and this last one, Amelia.
Yeah.
Amelia's definitely my favorite.
Yeah, mine too, of course.
Because of the Zuni doll.
Yeah. Amelia's fantastic. Like, the Zuni doll just does it, and...
Yeah, it's about a woman who receives a package.
No, she buys it.
Oh, she buys it.
Yeah, because her boyfriend is an anthropologist.
Yeah, and she's like, he will be so happy with this, and she's keeping it for him.
Yeah.
But what she doesn't know is that the Zuni doll comes to life.
She's talking to her mom, and she's like, I bought him an authentic Zuni doll. And I was like, that's not a good thing. You don't want an authentic one. You're going to buy one, you better get a fake one. And I think he has like a belt on him. I guess that's from keeping him doing all these evil things, but then it falls off.
It falls off, and that's where... shit hits the fan.
Yes, and one thing I love about the Zuni doll is how he sounds.
Yeah, the sound.
He makes the best sounds, like, they're great, and like, with the little knife, and
just the look of the Zuni doll. Yeah. It's creepy,
but
amazing.
Yeah, he is creepy, but it's so bad. This is one thing that's like really bad. Like, you're looking at it, and no one's gonna believe that, but it's so good. Like, it's so good. I love the Zuni doll. Like, I would...
Yeah, I want one.
I want one.
Maybe not an authentic one.
I'll authentic one, but I'll keep him in a cage. Locked, throw the key away. Yeah. Put the belt around the cage. But like the Zuni doll is like one of my favorites. I really want. There's a figure of him, and it's rare and it's really so expensive. And
How much is it?
I think it's like $400 or $500 at least. If I don't remember, it was a while ago. I checked the pricing, but when I checked it then, I think it was about 3,000 or 4,000 crowns, which is about $500, $400 or $500. Fun fact, in Brazil, this movie wasn't banned, but the Zuni doll part, the Amelia part, was banned because it was too gruesome. So they had to rename the film in Brazil to two terror stories. It was called Duas Historias de Terror instead of Tres, or whatever it is in Portuguese. So they had to like rename the film because they weren't allowed to show
that's
Amelia.
such a disappointment.
It is.
You're like,
that's
I'm gonna
like
see Trilogy of Terror, but then like, no, it's called Two Horror Stories, and the Zuni doll is missing. Yeah.
I love the Zuni doll. Yeah, this is like a film that I think is a lot of nostalgia. Because seeing this film for the first time today would be like, what am I watching? I think. I'm not sure, because I saw this film a long time ago. But I'm watching it, I'm like, I really like this. Like,
yeah, I still do.
Yeah,
I rewatched
really
it today,
like it.
and I really like it.
Yeah. So, this is also 8 out of 10. If Millicent was a little bit better, it'd be like 9, 10 out of 10.
But like the Zuni segment
Zuni just like...
brings it up.
The whole movie could have been crap, except the Zuni doll used to be like, oh yeah, it's good.
You could be in it for 1 second, you're like, yeah, okay.
Zuni!
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I really love this. There's so many good anthology films out there, and so many bad ones too. And like ABCs of Death is one of the anthology films that shows you how much like a movie can be different. Like some of the segments are really bad, and some of the segments are really good.
That's the thing with anthology. Yeah. You can't make them all good. You can't make them all bad.
I think Tales of Halloween keeps an even.
Yeah, that's one of the few. Yeah, it's not really.
Like, there's not one that's like really bad. No. Some of them aren't as good, of course, but
they're still good.
They're still like they have like a good mediocre line through it.
It's like the same with the VHS.
I don't like VHS.
I like the first one.
The first one, and like the first, I had like a cool. I have a hard time with VHS. Maybe I'll rewatch it.
Yeah, but I understand why.
Yeah, I did like the first segment in the first film, but I don't know. I got a hard time with a lot of things, I've noticed. Through speaking to Jeremiah, and he's like, it wouldn't be you if you liked it. It's like, I guess. I just hate everything. I'm a bitter woman.
But you did like Tales of Halloween.
I did like Tales of Halloween. I do like Trilogy of Terror, but, you know.
Yeah, it's something, you know.
Watching new stuff, I don't know, it just makes I hate it. I hate that. I hate that. That's alright. So you can't love everything.
No. But you should definitely check out Tales of Halloween and Trilogy of Terror and ABCs of Superheroes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Depending what you're into. It's they're all good in their own ways.
We chose a good mix of
really different
anthology films.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned for next time. We're going to have a mix of newer films. Yeah. We're going to review Plank Face.
Yes.
Which we supported. So that's going to be a good one. Don't miss out on that. And we also have a special coming up with the Sci-Fi Night.
Yeah.
With good
special
old
Halloween episode.
Yes, so keep
and other special episodes. Yeah. Lots of filming right now. So.
Halloween and October. You know, October is a busy month. And also we got Monsters of Film this week.
Yeah.
2 days left till Monsters of Film.
Yeah. Crazy.
Start out with Swiss Army Men.
On Wednesday,
so yeah, stay tuned for everything. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try to review some of the films from the festival.
Definitely.
Yeah. So thanks for watching and keep liking us and supporting us.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube page and stay horrific.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.